Hi there, I'm Budda and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, I'm here to show you some great tips to be able to play on open A tuning, which is the same as open G. I just tuned this guitar because it's an old guitar, and if I tune it to open G, it won't handle the tuning because it's too low for it, so it will get less tension. But it's the same tuning as open G, same thing. It's basically, the principle is you're getting this A chord but without pressing any strings. So you're basically tuning it that way, which means this is an E, this is an A, the D goes up a whole step to an E, the G goes up a whole step to an A, the B goes up a whole step to a C sharp, and the E sticks the same. So this, the top two strings and the higher string stay the same as a standard tuning. The middle strings, the D, G, and B, go up a whole tone. And that's as simple as that. It's usually a great slide tuning. It's Muddy Waters tuning. It's Keith Richards tuning. And you can be able to play chords on it and simple things. So the goal I'm giving you is really, really simple, but really mind-blowing effective. Because basically, every time I get a new tuning, what I'm looking for is to know the 1, 4, and 5 chords. So in the key of A, that would be A would be the 1, D would be the 4, E would be the 5. So basically, what I'm getting, it's easy with slide or even playing with a bar. If I'm playing all open, I have the 1 chord. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm using this Frommer's guitar. It's an old German-made guitar from the 60s, 63 I believe. I put a Delta Lux pickup on it, and I love this pickup. I'm using it with some pedals. I can use it with my volume pedal so I can get less acoustic sound. So I'm using Gem Pedals, Dinosaur compressor, Harmonious Monk, and a harmonic tremolo, and the Delay Llama as a slapback. That's it. And this way you're listening to a little of the amp, a little of the acoustic sound, which I love. So again, playing the open chord will give you A, 1 chord. So now it's really easy. We just go bar, we just press all strings at the same fret, and we go like, if this is 1, this will be 2, 3, 4. So 5 steps above, we got our 4 chord. 2 more steps above, we got our 5 chord. Why is this 3 chords so important? Well, it's the foundation of almost any genre that plays open chords. And like blues is 1, 4, 5, but also Caribbean music like we don't want to be playing this unless we're playing with a slide. And I'm using a bottleneck that I make. So this is a real bottleneck. Check it out. Made out of a Portuguese wine bottle. I'm actually selling this on my Reverb store if you like to get one. It's safe, it won't cut you, and it's the old school method of getting a slide. I love it. Thick wall, and it's made of a bottle of good Portuguese wine. So if you play with a slide, you can do the bar. So you have your 1, 4, 5. But it's very useful to have different 1-4-5s on the shape of the neck. So basically, if you have your 5, there's a great shape, the Keith Richards shape. So this is like... There's actually a myth that says this tuning was taught to Keith Richards by Ry Cooder, the great Ry Cooder. So basically what I'm doing here is the first trick of this tuning. Well, the second trick is I already taught you the 1-4-5 chords. So now, second trick is that you can transform any of the bars into his 4 by doing this. So in this case, I'm playing A, and then it's 4, which means D. So you can, if you can do it, you can leave the upper string open. So you'll be playing an E on top of D, which is a 9. It sounds good, but you can also press it to make it an F sharp. Okay, so we get 1-4. We also have the 1 if you're playing slide on the 12th fret, which is where the tricks rely a lot, because you can do like... Okay, so now we have 1-4. By that order, we also have the 4 and its 4, which would be D, G, D. And then we have the 5 and it's 4, which will be the 1. So we can get like 1, see, way less hand movement. And this also enables me to do okay? So this enables me to play in other keys than not the open key. So what I'm meaning is I'm teaching you the chords to play in open A. So 1, 4, 5. But this also means I can play my 5 being the 1. So this chord will be the 1. So now the open chord is the 4. So I'm playing 1. So now I'm basically playing in E, not in A. E is my 1 chord, A is my 4 chord, and then B is my 5 chord. So I have different approaches to it. So instead of playing, I can play the 5 and make it a 4. So the 4 or the 5 is actually the 1. I hope I'm not going too fast, but you can always go back in the YouTube video. So basically my 5, this shape will be the 1. And the root note will be on top. So I can play something like... Okay, so staying on the open tuning, you don't need to be playing on the key of the open tuning. Open A basically means that you can play in at least 3 different tunings using an open chord. So basically open A will be either the 1, which is the first option I showed you, the 4, which is the second option I just showed you, but it can also be the 5, which means that if A is the 5, D is the 1. So basically I'm having D major, D major turned into a 4, which will be G, and then open A. So basically your 4 will be here or in the 10th fret. Because the 5 is on the 12th fret because it's open A. So you get 3 different approaches to play a 1-4-5 with the same tuning, with the simple principle that the bar chord or the open chord, just by pressing 2 notes, becomes a 4 chord. So you can change that into adapting it for a lot of different solutions. Raikuder does that a lot. He plays in open G and open D, or variations of it, open A, open E, whatever, but the shape is the same. And he solos on one and riffs on the other. I think he does the harmony on open G or open A because it's simple. You have this thing, and Keith Richards took it. He even took off the low string because it's harder to use, and if you play it accidentally, it's a lot of times out of tune. And a lot of Rolling Stones songs are around this tuning, like there's a million. This move, this Keith Richards move. The Black Crowes use this a lot. A lot of songs have this tricks. This is not the greatest guitar because the action is high as hell. I like this guitar for playing mainly acoustic and using it like that with the volume mixed in, the amp mixed in really low. if I turn the amp all the way up, that's it, my friends. I hope this has been helpful. I'll be doing a lot of these tips, and I also opened up a membership on YouTube. You can subscribe to. You support the channel on a monthly basis with a fixed amount, and you have access to specific things like a guitar lesson every month that I will upload to YouTube, and only the subscribed members will be able to watch it. You will also have early access to the video, stickers, a lot of goodies. I'm hoping you like it. I also have to thank my dear patrons that support the show for ages. You guys are incredible. Every time I do an episode, I think how thankful I am for your support. So thank you so much for being here for me for such a long time. You guys are incredible. And if you prefer Patreon, you can also join in on Patreon, and you have the same kind of access, like early access to episodes, a monthly lesson, shout out in the videos like I'm doing now. Thank you so much. We'll see each other next week, and let me know in the comments if you want me to keep on doing these tips videos. Bye bye.